everybody, James Rink here. It is October 10th, 2016, and my voice sounds awful because I've been suffering from a really bad sore throat for the past couple of days, and I'm just starting to get over it. And I just want to say, everybody, just give me any advice or anything on this. I've got plenty of stuff here to take care of it. I'm gonna be fine. I'm getting over it. But I really should be in bed, but Peter, the insider, is with us today, and he has an emergency update to bring. So I am obliged to share with you this latest topic. I'm not quite sure what this is about, but Peter, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. The situation is like we've got a real emergency because the guy who, the name wasn't publicly so well known, because it's always like, okay, it's just a video game and all kind of stuff, but he's very well known right now in gamers world, right? Because it's actual name of actual man, Lincoln Clay, right? He's a main character of very recently released game Mafia 3. The situation is that he's like head officer and key man in outsourcing of training and advancing of super soldiers for practically all worldwide operating companies, and private armies, maybe state armies, right? And special military units, known one, secret one, it doesn't matter. The situation is that in last 1 month, maybe 6 weeks, there is extremely huge increase of, if we wanna to say it that way, of production of extremely high trained super soldiers. What means that something big is going to happen, right? We in ACIO we have several clues what it can be, but it's really emergency. So if anybody who is listening to this, or maybe who will be listening to this, it doesn't matter if they are people with contacts on intelligence agencies, people who can do some channeling and all kind of stuff, is listening to this, all kind of help will count, right? Because we never saw something like that. In last few weeks, it went total crazy, and it is like 10 or maybe 12 times as in normal situation, the production of super soldiers, right?
Okay, so at this point, I want to interject something here, and I want to apologize to the audience. I did not properly introduce Peter. So in case if anybody's listening to the show, if this is the first time you've listened to the show, Peter, they're probably not gonna know who you are. So Peter works for the ACIO, which is the Alien Contact Intelligence Organization, and he has insider information about the super soldier field of topic. And I should mention it's actually called cyborgs or augmented soldiers. So it's not technically super soldiers, but we're gonna call it super soldiers just for simplicity.
For our purposes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And actually, is that correct, Peter? Is that what they're
Yeah,
called?
yeah,
Cyborgs?
all of this kind of stuff, they are like in one, one pit, if you wanna call it that way. They are in one pit. Yes,
All right.
yes, yes.
Now you mentioned that the production has increased 12 times. So how many?
From 10 to 12 times. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, so does that mean is there like a cloning factory somewhere where they're making these beings?
Yeah, yeah. Then, and it's only one aspect. Another aspect is that they've got some extremely high advanced type of augmentations we never saw before, right?
What was it you that told me this recently? There was I think there was a cloning factory on Mars where they were taking individuals who had super soldiers DNA like on planet Earth and making clones and selling
Yeah.
that. And didn't they recently destroy that facility?
Yeah, because there is no longer it's no not longer need to be there,
Oh,
because they transported it to one of layers of inner earth, because it is not just out earth and inner earth. We've got something like, how can I say that it correctly, onion earth. When you cut onion, right, and you take the hard part of it, the very middle, you will see some layers, right? And it is something like that with our planet. So they just transported the base to one of layers,
oh,
inner layers
they
of our planet.
so they can move a whole base like that, just teleport it
Yeah,
out.
yeah, 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 yeah. It was just a little bit bigger sort of teleportation, if you wanna call it that way.
Well, how big are this base they teleported out?
Yeah, it's several square miles.
Okay. Well,
They can
that's
do it. They can do it. They can do it, because of teleportation. Points,
hmm,
like coordinated via satellites. Uh, they are placed. They were placed on a orbit of Mars. Okay, so they are doing it that way.
yeah. All right. So does this cloning factory have anything to do with this ramp up of production?
I think yes, but I mean, okay, once you are producing super soldier cyborgs, it doesn't matter, because we are and we will be always talking about the same kind of beings, right? Um, why the heck so much increase of production? Because now they are able to product one division, what is like, I don't know, 120,000 super soldiers per few hours, right? It's like
120,000? You
100, maybe 120. I don't know the latest norms for and standards for NATO, right? For US Army, UK Army. I don't, because it's depends of it strongly depends of the purpose, right?
oh,
What is,
can you say that again? 120,000 units per
yeah,
hour?
yeah, yeah. No, no,
Body
no, not per 2 or 3 hours, something like that.
Why? I mean, there must be millions of these bodies down there.
Yeah, technically they are not bodies. They are like chambers, cells.
Wow. And are these all the same people? Is it just all replicas of the same? They all look the same?
Yeah, no, 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 no. They are very tons of variations of, like appearances, heights, weights.
Well,
Also, they are women, super soldier women. Trust me.
a lot of people have been contacting me lately saying they're getting needle marks and cut marks and scoop marks. Is
Yeah,
you
yeah.
think that's
That's the
connected to
that's the
this?
thing. That's the thing. They are getting genetic material by taking the samples, right?
So many of our listeners could be down. Their clones could be down in these
Yeah,
facilities.
definitely yes. Definitely yes.
All right. So I guess this relates to you as well. So, does that affect us in any way on this
No,
physical
no,
realm
no. It's
if we have
just
clones?
how can I say that it is like taking samples, right?
All right. All right. So let's go back to why. Now
Yeah, that's the
I've
problem.
wrote.
That's the problem that we don't know. We have a clues, several clues, but we are very far away from being certain, and that's the problem that the Lincoln Clay, hesitate to talk about that. You know, because there is agreement not to talk about it with Council of Five and Numbers Group and all kind of stuff. And once we asked Council of Five, because it's very obvious that Numbers Group they are not obligated to talk with us about this kind of stuff. Once we asked about this Council of Five, they told us it's none of your business, right?
Whoa.
Yeah, yeah. It's because it's in in a higher level of way much higher level of interest than whole mankind is, right?
So
That was their answer, right?
so we could be possibly looking at an invasion from an extraterrestrial race.
I don't wanna spread panic. I don't wanna panicking, but I think that we should be prepared practically for everything, right? And that's the situation that I know that I mean, I don't want to say I know, but I mean, we in ACIO, we know that something big is going on because, world leaders, they've got, secret meeting, in deep underground facility not so far away from Brazil, right? There was, and that's very interesting, not
Hmm.
actual US president, right? But both of candidates, what means Clinton and Trump, right? And there was Russian president, Chinese president, president of India, and of Brazil, and all kind of these people from Europe,
Did you say Brazil? BRA?
Brazil, yeah, yeah,
Oh, okay. All right.
yeah, yeah, yeah. UK Prime Minister, you know,
Mm,
German Prime Minister, and all these powerful people was there,
mm.
and it's total secret. So they definitely don't know what's going on, but we know that their intelligence agencies knows that there is extremely high level of danger. They even can't define. I mean, they are not able to define what's going on, right?
Okay.
And I know that at least US, um, UK, Russia, and China have got their nuclear weapons in active statement, and not against themselves. That's the thing. So that's how can I say that that's the main reason why I am bringing this topic out, because once, I don't know, 4 or 5 six most powerful states in the world activated their you know uh, uh, weaponry system. I mean nuclear weaponry system.
Was it their own?
Something,
Was it their own?
something is not okay. Oh,
Was it their
right?
own government that activated it, or was it some other force?
Uh, Technically, uh, it's hidden from U.S. public, but there is some sort of martial law, not public, but U.S. government is under martial law, right? So military is now in charge of U.S.
And does that have anything to do with General Dunford?
I don't wanna speak loud than out loud. I don't wanna speak out the names loud, but there are certain people, you know, uh, who are involved in that. I just wanna mention one name. Uh, Even we are not able to track his true identity. We just know him as Donovan. It's his nickname, right? We know that he was de-aged for I don't know how many times. We know that he worked back in from late 40s, maybe early 50s till late 60s as a CIA just regular member and then officer. And after that, after very end of Vietnam War, he went to MIA, what is technically the same as CIA, but for military purposes, right? Not central like C, but M else military, okay?
What?
And
MIA?
yeah, MIA, yeah.
Missing in action?
No, military intelligence agency, right?
Okay, and that's connected with the CIA.
Yeah. It's practically CIA, but for military purposes.
All right.
CIA is for civil
Well,
purposes.
who is this Donovan?
That's the thing. We strongly believe, we in ACIO strongly believe that people around him, I mean in his group, operation group, they are in charge of US right now. And not right now, last few months, right? I mean technically that the president and all the cabinet, they are not in charge anymore.
Yeah, that's what the rumor is on in the rumor mill that basically Obama's not even allowed in the White House anymore. He has to stay in a hotel nearby. So the question,
Yeah, and that's the thing that these all these world leaders from US, from from European states, from Russia, from China, and all kind of stuff, that they've got secret meeting in Brazil, and they technically activated their weaponry systems. It's like, oh yeah, what the heck is going on here? And once representatives of Council of Five don't want to talk about that because they told us like, okay, but none of this is not your business. And we're like, what?
wow,
And yeah, they were like, how can I say that? Not only like hesitate to talk about or something like that, they were rude. I mean, like like rude by language or something like that, and they got extremely emotional about that. So it was like, that's weird.
that's never
This
happened
sort of
before.
this sort of I mean these kind of extraterrestrials, I mean these races, they are not emotionally involved. And I mean I was like, because I faced that. I personally was there when this situation occurred, when it happened, and I was like, what the heck is all of this about? you know. So these are the reasons why I am bringing this topic out as extreme emergency. So anybody, right, that's the thing, anybody who is or maybe who will be hearing that, don't hesitate to write something to James or to the comments, or maybe to share it via social media, because it's extremely important, right?
Yeah. Well, how come the ACIO doesn't have remote viewing technology to view these facilities and maybe
That's
tap?
the problem, that we can do certain things, but even we are not unstoppable, you know.
And okay, so I wrote a list of possible theories that what could be. Oh no. Well, first, I did want to mention there. I've been getting a lot of people contacting me saying they're having dreams of false flag events with particularly the U.S. government attacking its own people, like LAX airport exploding, and the other one was a banking system collapse in Charlotte, North Carolina, a false flag that would cause the collapse of the dollar. But
And you mean like, okay, and now we will rule you totally, right?
well, yeah, that's one theory. But if this military group is in charge of the government, then these false flags really, I mean, it's not, maybe that's just their way of attacking to try to get their power back.
Yeah, definitely, because that's the thing, that how can I say that, they were hidden behind the curtain for extremely long time. They, sorry for not explaining the term, who are they, the people behind all these weaponry business, right? Let us call it that way. But now they are sick and tired for just waiting. And another crisis, I mean, financial crisis, uh, I don't want to say it's ongoing, but technically we are on edge, and it is only matter of time when it will blow up another
Hmm.
way. Sorry, another time. I mean, second time, right? And they don't wanna. How can I say that? They don't wanna lose it again, because they lose 8 years, 8 and I don't know, 3 4 months, 8 years and 3 4 months ago, just because they were not fast enough. And I like to call them banksters, like bank or banks and gangsters. I merged these two words in one. Banksters from Wall Street. They were first at the crime scene. Do you know what I mean? Crime scene, when the whole market crashed, and now they thought to themselves, nope, you will no longer rule it. Now it's our turn, and you will be nothing, right? That's the thing, that's the reason why they are in charge right now.
Yeah. All right. So, um, maybe something about Rothschilds possibly being brought to justice. What about the Anunnakis? They're the ones supposedly behind the cabal as a hidden hand. You think any of them will be brought to justice?
I'm pretty sure, I don't want to say what exactly happened, but from my point of view, we are on edge of big change, right? And I think that these people, the hierarchy enslaving you, okay? So these enslavers, they will be brought into justice. Problem is that for common people will be not any better, because these people who are behind uh, military industry, they wanna some sort of autocracy and some like dictator. You know, autocracy, dictatorship, like some mixture of that, right?
Right.
Because they will like, okay, there is, I know it's only illusion, and not only in US, on the whole world, that there is no true democracy and all kind of stuff, that all these elections are manipulated, that it's only all the also called standard politics, politicians, uh, they are only for feeding the system and run the system. But this is even worse from my point of view. It's only my own personal point of view, right?
All right. So, I don't know if we've talked about this, but it appears in another parallel reality, Donald Trump became the president,
Yeah,
and
yeah, you are right. But
yeah,
it's because he likes to cooperate with Nazis,
mm,
and Nazis who ruled the whole Europe practically, right? And a huge part of Russia, yeah. And his ideas about people, not white people, about women, and he's very very much the same in another reality, and the Nazis, they like it, you
right.
know.
Well, the reason why I brought it up because according to Kusal Uch and in an interview he did with Alfred Lamont Weber, he claimed that he looked into a future timeline where Trump was elected, and in that timeline, Trump required all the people to be implanted, and they were chipped and plugged into a computer AI, which was monitoring everybody's thoughts. And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
in 2026, the AI became self-aware. And at that point, it got sick and tired of all the people's ninning and complaining and just how pathetic most people are. In particular, people that are connected with the Christian and Muslim cults. And the AI decided to initiate a first strike and killed 1 billion people. And then going forward into that timeline, the AI realized it made a mistake. It's better to just allow these people to believe their beliefs, even if they're based on false ideology or whatever it was, whatever, and just allow them to have their joy in life. So it's time travel back in time to our parallel reality to stop Donald Trump from being elected, which is why Hillary Clinton kept seeming like she was winning and winning, winning in the polls. Well, not in the poll, winning, but I think it was an AI that was influencing it all. But now it looks like Donald Trump is going to be elected. So with that stated,
yeah.
do
That's
you
the
think there's
thing.
going to be a coup to
That's the
stop all
problem.
this?
That's the
The
problem.
AI is still in play. I don't think it's
Yeah,
gone away.
AI is
Thank
still in
Jesus
play, and
Christ.
that's the main part of problem. That how can I say that, possibility? I don't want to say it's certainty. Okay, possibility you just brought on the table right
It's an
now.
AI.
Yeah, we. I mean, we in ACIO, we strongly believe this scenario, this case, and that's I mean, the case that this also called another reality merged together some way, in because of some, I don't know, some defect, right, with our reality, and now two another total separate timelines are, how can I say that, merged and stuck, jammed together, and there is problem. And now, they are like making things crazy because I mean, production of super soldiers is total crazy because they are preparing for invasion from future, maybe. We are not sure, but this is the thing we consider as most what most possible, I mean most probable reason why they are doing such a crazy stuff. But once again, I don't wanna spread panic. I don't wanna tell this is the case, this will be like that. I am just saying what's the situation. And Lincoln Clay is in charge of all of this, and he personally told me that a huge change not will come, no, huge change is coming, like it is happening right now. And tell me, hey Pete, be prepared, huge change is coming. And I was like, okay, Link, tell me, what the heck are you talking about?
Yeah.
No, no, I'm not supposed to talk about it anymore, you know? And I was like, okay, why? Because there is agreement signed long time ago, and I am not supposed to talk about that anymore. That was his answer to my question. And that's another reason why I brought this topic and why we are doing this emergency interview, if we wanna call it that way.
All right. Okay, and the last question I had on my list. Well, actually, I did want to mention that, according to John Tidor, the planet is 30 degrees warmer, about 30, 40 years in the future from now, in that particular timeline. And I think there is some kind of, perhaps there is a nuclear explosion. So I don't know. Do you have any comment on that? Do you think that's associated with this?
Yeah, that's the thing. Not like what, 30 degrees or something.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the thing.
substantial.
Yeah, you are right. That's the thing. It's, how can I say that? It's matter of another reality. I don't wanna be rude on him or something, but it's not our business once their reality is not merging, or it's not merged with ours,
Oh,
right?
okay. Yeah, well, that's
problem
good.
is
Right.
problem is problem is that this another type of timeline or sort of reality you described merges somehow, some sort of, with ours. And I don't want to say that it's for sure the main root of problem, right? I don't want to say something like that. Once again, I I am just saying that it's best guess, our best guess, what's going on, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I know in other shows that we've done together, you've mentioned how the Nazis have materialized a base in Australia, well, complete
Yeah,
with units and tanks and even buildings, and it dematerialized into a null zone or a time freezing zone. I forget the term you used. Um, so, and you also mentioned that the Nordics in that timeline have instructed the Nazis to annex us by 2023. So,
yes,
is that
yes.
associated with this, you think?
From my point of view, definitely yes, because another reality Nazis, they they are comfort with their own. They don't want to do nothing, but they were forced by their reality Nordics, if we wanna call it that way. That okay, you You lazy bastards, you won this war just because of us, and we wanna reunite with our brothers from another reality. So now it's time to pay your bills. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
Bills, I mean, like, because they shipped them, I mean, Nordics shipped Nazis, right, with their own piece of tech.
Hmm. All right. So we have an AI and a group of Nazis and um, a group of quite a bit of super soldiers. I'm not sure what team
Quite a
they're.
bit, yes, quite a bit.
Are we going to
That's
see
I
them
like.
walking around on the streets?
I think it will be very short amount of time. For to be perfectly honest, I spoke with many mediums. I mean, people who can channel, who are talking with the beings full of wisdom. I spoke with many Americans and Canadians, so people living in North America. Problem is that all of them told me that I don't want to say exact day, exact time, but all of them told me that they will be not surprised if elections will not happen.
Right, and that's what we're talking about. General Dunford and that group who are attempting
I
to.
don't want to say General Dunford.
Okay,
He will be, how can I say that? He will be like some official representative, but man nicknamed Donovan will be in real charge. And he will stay behind the curtain.
oh, okay, and and is are these people on our side of the people of the planet?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all right.
That's
So
the
this is all
problem. That's the
positive, I
problem.
guess, in a way.
I don't know. I don't
Oh,
know
we don't. Not
because
sure. Okay.
it's the problem because we don't know what should we expect from them.
Now, will this affect the listeners? Will they be recruited into this army, or is that
I don't know because how can I say that there are so many super soldier sleepers all around the world that their augmentations, I mean their augs, will be awakening them, right? And many people who have absolutely no goddamn clue what the heck is going on, and they will be totally, completely change, literally in few seconds, right? And because they will be activated, or maybe reactivated because they were like they went to sleep mode or sleeper mode, and they will be reactivated, right?
yeah?
So I think that it will be very interesting time in next few months.
Yeah, but if you were an activated sleeper, you still wouldn't recall your civilian life. Your memories would be gone, right? You just turn into a cyborg or augmented
Yeah,
soldier.
yeah, 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 yeah.
So if I theoretically shapeshift into Sabretooth, I wouldn't know where the hell I am, even though I could be right here talking to you. You would
Yeah,
have to.
yeah, that's part of their trick, you know.
All right. Well, hopefully, no one will get hurt in that process because I know you mentioned some of these sleepers exterminated their families when they got activated. Um,
Yes, but it's like, how can I say that? It's tax for being sleeper super soldier,
yeah. All
sleeping
right.
super soldier.
Okay. Well, is there anything else you wanted to cover?
Yeah, I think that people deserve to know that they need to make some solid uh, some solid, you know, reserves, reserves of food, you know, uh, I don't know, like clothings,
Water.
and and at first, not at least, weaponry, right? Weaponry and cartridge, right? Because it will be ongoing war, right? Real ongoing war, and it will start on US, right? I don't know if it will be during elections or maybe few weeks after that, but it will start, right? Because uh, when I asked Link, I mean Lincoln, right? Okay, Link, tell me where it will start at least. And he told me, okay, North Americans should prepared for that. I was like, okay, if you say so.
And so, how many weeks of food and water should we prep?
2 or 3, but 3 will be better than 2.
And do you think the grid is gonna go out?
I think, how can I say that problem will be FEMA, because FEMA will feed people and all kind of stuff who will be not prepared, and they will, how can I say that, they will choose who will live and who will die.
What are they
Be-
gonna put poison in the
because they will poison food and water
food?
or another liquids. I mean, you can drink it, right? But that's the thing, it will be perfectly fine. I mean, by taste it will be very tasty, right? And there will be plenty of it, plenty of supplies, right? And
Mm.
that's a problem for, because um many people, I don't know, I mean, like, most of our listeners, at least I can hope, they don't trust FEMA and other authorities, but many people trust it. Okay, trust these guys, and they will technically poison people they don't like. But maybe from our point of view, it will be like, how can I say that, some sort of test. Okay, these are resistant. We can recruit them as another generation of super soldiers, right? We heard some part of this kind of story, right? But even it's total crazy from my point of view to make some sort of test in a situation of need when it will be martial law, right? And in whole US, you know, and if they will be do it, because I don't want to say that they will, but once if something like that happened, uh, it will be definitely very bad,
Yeah,
because people who will survive will turn totally against all official authorities, right?
yeah. Especially word gets out on the street that the people are dropping dead from this food.
Yeah.
Well, do you think they'll die right away, or is it gonna be like slow kill, soft kill, or whatever you want to call it?
It will be, I don't want to say right away, but a matter of few minutes, 2, 3, maybe 5 minutes at the most,
Wow,
and
that's
and they will be just like drop.
wow. You would
I
think
know,
people
I
you
know, I know that because I heard about this sort of help me this poison. They were it was tested in UK, and Britons, how can I say that, they sold the the recipe, the mixture, if you wanna call it that way, to U.S. government. How to mixture it, okay? So it's few minutes kill, right? And
And it's odorless, tasteless.
and it is absolutely painless, absolutely painless. You just wanna one thing, you just wanna sleep, goddamn wanna sleep. And once you fall asleep, you will never open your eyes again.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, there are a lot of people out there who are not educating themselves and studying and becoming aware, and unfortunately, they may pass. But
So it's only how can I say that, only one positive thing, I mean that it will be your last meal. Sorry, two positive things. The meal will be very tasty, and you will just go really tired in few minutes with absolutely no pain, totally painless, and drop like, because you will be so tired. I mean, not so
yeah,
tired, but feel tired, okay?
well, you think if this stuff starts taking place, then what happens when these super soldiers come out? Are
Yeah,
they going
that's
to
the
start
thing.
attacking FEMA?
That's the thing. We in ACIO are, like afraid of, because it will not work on super soldiers, right?
Oh, the
And
poisoning.
once they will piss super soldier off, I
Oh,
it will be very bad thing
so
to
so
piss them off.
okay, so they can round up a bunch of sleepers and they bring their whole families in there, and all the families drop dead, and but they stay alive, and then they convert to a super soldier and go on a rampage.
Yeah, I think that it will be very interesting, And for example, in my homeland in Slovakia and Czech Republic, there are extremely huge amounts of super soldier, according that we are only 5.5. I mean Slovaks, and
Yeah.
Czechs are only 10.5 millions of people, and there are, so we are 16 in total, right? And there are almost half of us are super soldiers.
Why is that, you think?
For example, because many important people, you know, are coming from Slovak and Czech Republic. For example, Al Bilek. He's I mean, he was born in US, but both of his parents, they are from Slovakia,
Mm.
and his correct pronunciation of his name is Alfred Bielik in Slovak language, right? For example, Doctor Neruda, right? Um, his parents are from Czech Republic, and Neruda, it's in Czech language. He was very famous and very important writer for Czech nation, right?
Yeah.
So and I can name a whole bunch of names. It will be countless,
And of
right?
course, yeah, of course yourself, and I also have ties to that area as well.
So I don't know why these groups of alien races and all kind of stuff, why they choose Middle Europe, or maybe from European point of view, Middle East Europe, something like that. We are this region, right? I don't know why, but I know that they did so, right? So it will be very interesting. These times will be very interesting, trust me. Next few months, half year, maybe something like that.
All right. So what happens after 2 to 3 weeks? Your food supply runs out. What are we gonna be protected by the super soldiers? Or?
Yeah. Because they can make materializing. I mean, like they can think about something,
Oh wow.
and they can make it like in 3D, three-dimensional printer, but
Yeah.
with no printer need. They can just think, and in few seconds there is whole bunch of food, plenty of
Mm.
food to eat.
Yeah. Now I didn't release this interview. I did an interview with Cynthia Crawford, who is a UFO contactee. Unfortunately, the audio did not save properly, and she's dying from cancer. So it doesn't look like I'm going to have a chance to. Maybe I will, but she told me that the ETs said that star seeds are going to be activated soon, and we're going to have our abilities. We're going to all be able to do
Yes,
what you
you
just
are
said,
right.
materialize things out of thin air, so we can help people during martial law. Because the ET said there's going to be martial law scenario, and but not to worry, everything's going to be okay. We're all going to come into our powers, and we're going to basically get through this together.
But you know that technically, uh, there will be very low numbers of losses because super soldiers will have, most of them, not all of them, but most of them, they will be augmented with such a high level, highly level advancement of arguments that they will be able to reanimate dead people, right?
Even the people that died from the poisoning.
Yeah, yeah, that's the
Oh
thing.
wow.
But they will have some limitations, of course. They will
Yeah.
have some limitations too.
Yeah, I mean, it could
But
be like, how long could the body be dead before?
yeah, that's the thing, that I don't know, but several days. Once body will be, how can I say that, frozen, maybe few weeks.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess there's nothing to fear then. If you eat the food, I guess you'll be back sooner than you know it.
Yeah, but that's the thing, that not everybody can be,
Reanimated.
reanimated. I
Yeah.
mean,
Right.
saved.
That's right.
But
Hmm.
it's some sort of hope,
Yeah.
good
So
type of hope for us,
what?
that yes, there will be losses, but not such big losses as it will look like at first look, if you wanna call it that way.
Yeah.
But from my point of view, it will be not all of this. This whole situation will be not about losing or not losing families, friends, or destruction and pain and all kind of stuff, right? It will be itself, okay? It should be, from my point of view, personal, okay? Some sort of lesson that, hey, mankind, wake up this way, because this way you are going on is very bad, right? From my point of view, it will be some sort of lesson.
Oh yeah. Well, people see cybernated super soldiers walking through the street and reanimating the dead. I think there's going to be a lot of questions about our whole reality and everything in the whole
Yeah,
school textbooks, history. It's all
yes,
going to have to get
yes,
rewritten because everything's based on just lies.
yes,
It's
you
going to
are
be a huge
right.
shock to society, but maybe that's what we need. I think.
Yeah, this is it what I'm trying to
All
say.
right.
And there will be also, how can I say that, okay, and were they true in the Bible that only Jesus Christ can reanimate, right? And I don't know, like, what the heck is real and what the heck is not real? Was Matrix real sci-fi or not? Matrix movie and all kind of stuff,
Yeah.
right? So there will be, and what is death? Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Do
What is that in real? Is it
do
is it good or bad or something? And all of these questions will be just because they were very deep. in people, you know, like subconsciousness of people, but they will just came out on the surface, and people will ask them very loudly, and they will be, I think, that spiritual beings, astral beings, who are full of wisdom, they can't hide themselves, because there are a lot of spiritual beings, you know, uh, full of wisdom, with direct connection to source of first consciousness, of total wisdom, and they are hiding themselves. And I'm not talking about very first ones. That's another part of story. Very first ones, they are another part of story, another part of another story. You know, and they are hiding themselves, these spiritual astral beings, and they are just observing. And to be perfectly honest, from my point of view, I'm very pissed off at them that they can help us, but they are just waiting, right?
Are they called
Waiting.
watchers?
If you wanna call them that way, okay.
Well,
But
what
that's
about
the thing.
wisdomers?
No, 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 no,
No,
no. I am
okay.
not talking about our wisdomers who are helping ACIO. Definitely not. They are not passive. No, they are not passive. I am talking about this group of shadow. I don't wanna say shadow. Don't wanna say shadow being as being bad, but they are unknown for us, because we know that they are there, somewhere around there. We know that they know about their existence, about their presence, but they still don't wanna involve, don't wanna help us. And from my point of view, it's only one solid motivation for do so, that we need to take a huge lesson as a whole race, as a whole civilization, as a mankind, right?
Right. Well, should be interesting times over the next couple months, and I guess, is there anything else you want to add to the plate here?
Yeah, yeah. I think that because technically we should talk about this man and his incarnations and all kind of stuff. I think that these prophecies, these hidden symbols, these encryptions, what is telling, what is he telling, that we definitely are not talking last time about Lincoln Clay, right? And it's very interesting that all this crazy stuff is happening right at the time when Mafia 3 game just came out, right? From my point of view, it's definitely not a coincidence.
Are you hoping that maybe certain members of the elite that are planning these attacks will watch this video and maybe change their course of direction?
To be perfectly honest, yeah, yes.
Yeah. Well, let's hope for the best on that. They've had plenty of time to change. I guess. I guess better late than never, I suppose.
Yeah,
All right. And okay, so you want to talk more about Lincoln?
yeah, yeah. So who is Lincoln Clay? You know, he's Lincoln Clay, the the third, right? And it was like, you know, his grandfather was sorry, Lincoln Clay fourth, because his grand grandfather was in Second World War in Pacific, you know. His grandfather was and in Pacific and in the help me Korean War. His grandfather was in Vietnam, and his father he was involved in you know uh, in Desert Storm and all kind
Yeah, the
of
Gulf
these
Wars.
yeah, Gulf Wars, yes, yes. And that's the thing, that there was always this strong connection between him and this. Technically we don't know if it's uh his bloodline. I mean, he's written by Lincoln Clay fourth, but it's weird because he look absolutely the same all the time. So maybe he just wanna fake his identity, with fourth, also called, and he was like up to order them, the organizations who are able to do so, to de-age him again and again. uh,
Well, how old is he?
that's the question. He's like, if it's the same person, he's like 120.
And how old
If
does
you,
he look?
I don't know, 30, maybe 25, not 30, 25, 22, 25. But it's hard to tell, because he's got practically always, not weird, not crazy, but different haircut, right? And he's very tall, extremely tall. He's like, I don't know, 6 feet 5, 6 feet 6, a very tall, very, how can I say that, muscular, very very well built, Afro American, right? And he also lobbied, I mean his lobby, right, for Obama being first Afro American president, just by the way. And he's extremely strong connected with this guy Donovan, right? And it's practically the same. Donovan is practically the same nickname for CIA and MIA officers, as the Lynch, right? Because I hate these two nicknames because there are so many Lynches and Donovans in CIA and MIA, and I'm like, okay, and what's your real name? And don't tell me please that your name is Donovan, because I don't believe that. And okay, and they are using always different names, and I was like, okay, what's your name? John Donovan. And 1 or 2 weeks later, what's your name? James Donovan. Okay, just tell me your real name. So they are in charge, and that's the problem, that once he can control MIA and CIA together, yay, I mean, this guy Donovan, it's not good situation,
Well, the CIA and what the NSA are there? They're on our side, right?
No, yeah, yeah, but I mean, I'm not talking about CIA and NSA. I'm talking about CIA and MIA, right? But the situation is, okay, they are on our side. I've got no problem. But I am talking about concentration of big amount of power to one single man. Ah, yeah, it never gonna end well.
So after all this takes place, you don't foresee a peaceful transition to the new paradigm Earth or wherever that might be, maybe a military rule for a while.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. I don't know what should I think about the whole situation, because they've got I mean Clay, Lincoln Clay, right? Clay and Donovan, they've got their own interests, right? I don't want to say that they are crazy psychos or something. Nope. But they've got their own interests, and from my point of view, and they know that I am honest, it will be not so good for common people when they will rule US, because I don't want to say only two of them, but people around them, because they, once again, they are not bad, but they definitely will not take enough care, right,
Yeah.
about common people, about how whole system of working of federation will work or not.
Well, maybe what they should do is add a few million clone counselors to their cloning centers for all the
Maybe
therapy that people are
yes.
going to need for the new transition. Maybe
Maybe yes, yeah,
they
we
could do
need to
that
make
theoretically, right? They may clone super soldiers, they may clone counselors and
yeah, maybe.
therapists.
Maybe we need to make some fun from it, because it's extremely hard to comprehend topic. But that's, they know, both of them know, they know that. I mean that, my opinion, right? It's about them. So everything is okay. Even I am talking about that so publicly, right?
Yeah.
Uh, because they know their attitude. I mean, like, okay, I've got my own agenda, and okay, but this is in problem. The people, I don't know, like in Florida, they need something. People in Cali, they need something. People in, I don't know what, like, in Detroit, Detroit is full in very big trouble, and they are like, okay, what should I do with that? It's not my problem. you know, they are
Yeah, we need
something like that.
engineers, architects.
Sorry?
Yeah, we need engineers, architects, business
Yeah,
people, and
because they are
right.
like, okay, okay, you need something? Just go to clone center and ask them, and it is like, yeah, this is not type of solution of problem,
So like you can go to the clone center, ask for a pair of Jordan Retro ones, and they're like, they'll give you 10 colors, that
Yeah,
kind of
it's like,
stuff.
okay, okay, no, we need a dozen instead of 10,
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, that's gonna totally it's gonna destroy corporate culture, but maybe that's good because we can go to this new paradigm where we can have teleporters and replicator technology, and we can just get away from
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that.
but I mean, like, I don't like this type of approach, because it's like, what the heck is this
Well,
about?
what do you think it's going to be like, say 5, 6 months in the future after all this takes place?
Yeah, I totally don't know. I mean, I wish so bad if I will know, but I really don't know. I can only
You don't have
predict
looking
something.
glass technology?
Yeah, yeah. I don't have. Yeah,
Okay.
and even we in ACI, we don't
Yeah.
have something
And
like that.
I actually had I did a regression with someone one time that was on a spaceship that had access to that looking glass technology, and they said that I think it's like going 3 days into the future, the variables change so much that the images just flash like a million different
Yeah, but
images,
that's the
so there's no
thing.
way to
It's
tell
not.
which the time, even three
Yeah,
days in the
but that's
future,
the.
never mind
But that's
six
that's the
months.
thing. That's the thing. It is looking glass, but it can only show you most probable most high probable variants of future, not this specific certain one,
Yeah.
which what will happen. That's the
And
problem.
if we get any influence from any other outside factors, like time
Yeah,
travelers or interdimensional beings
yes.
showing up, or the first ones decide, no, we're going to change this, that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so essentially,
we
all
are
that's
we
out
are
the window.
making we are making fun from it, but I like that because if we will be like completely serious about that, we will get nuts.
Yeah, right. Cool.
Yeah, but I like that because technically they are up to do so if they will rule the US. Like, oh, is there any problem? Okay, no problem. Just it will be no problem. No problem anymore. Just go to, to cloning center and ask for few millions. Yeah,
So what
it's
about
so
like,
fun. It's so funny for me.
yeah, I mean, but even like the religions are all going to collapse in on themselves because nobody's going to, I mean, I don't know. You think that would totally fall apart? That paradigm?
No. They will make their own way of belief
You mean
because it's part of the culture.
a new religion's gonna emerge? You mean?
No.
Oh,
Some
okay.
sort of modified modified. How can I say that? Versions of nowadays existing world ruling religions in order to make them closer to actual reality, to how can I say that, to actual scientific you know outcomes,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, wow. Okay. So even that would be reformed, but it'd be reformed in a good way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there are very strong discrepancies, right? Discrepancies, I mean, like very strong differences, extremely strong differences, big differences. And I mean, religious based and scientific based people, they don't want to talk about certain topics, or maybe to each other at all. They are not doing it right now, or maybe they wasn't, and after this kind of transformation, they will.
Good. All right. Well, anything else you want to go
I
over?
think I think that we are okay for now.
All right. So I guess as far as the timeline's concerned, you don't know if it's going to be this week or next week
No, I don't know.
because the elections are November 5th. So that's getting pretty close.
I know.
Hello, everybody. We're back. When I say we have Adrian with us, and Adrian has the abilities to do remote viewing and looking up files clairvoyantly. And obviously, my voice is still not working here properly, but hopefully, Adrian is working properly. And so, Adrian, I gave you a little bit of briefing before I brought you on to
Okay.
explain what's going on here. So, what are your thoughts? The other thing I wanted to mention is Peter talked to the Council of Five, and they were very
Mm-hmm.
standoffish to him. They basically didn't want to give him any intel. So,
Oh,
what are you
oh.
picking up on this? What do you think's about to happen?
Kind of give me a little bit of information.
You need more information?
Just a little bit, yeah, so I can dive into it.
So let's see here. There's these super soldiers that are being cloned. About 120,000.
150,000 per 44 or 45 minutes right now. It's actual statement.
You can't bring Lincoln Clay on the conversation.
Yeah, no, that's the
He won't. He
problem.
won't
He
do it.
don't wanna be involved.
Well, he's already involved by just. All right, all right. Well,
I
that's
mean,
his choice.
publicly known, okay?
Yeah.
All right, and Lincoln Clay is a figure in the Mafia 3 game, um, as a form of soft
He's
disclosure.
character, but he's actual real guy.
Yeah. So basically, he won't tell us what's going on. So does Lincoln even know what's going on, or
Yeah, he definitely knows. Problem is he don't wanna to talk because it's this crazy type of agreement.
Wow.
so we may start seeing these super soldiers going about the streets pretty soon,
Yeah,
and the government's probably gonna, and I mean, the New World Order is gonna try to do their thing by rounding people up at FEMA camps and giving them emergency rations, which are poisoned. And we were talking about how these super soldiers have the ability to manifest. So all of a sudden, nobody's going to want to go to the government anymore for the FEMA camps. So we'll just go to the super soldiers. So the whole thing's going to be taken over by these super soldiers. So we just want to know, like, who, is this a good thing? Or, I mean, I guess we kind of got that it was positive, but what are you picking up?
What am I picking up?
Yeah, Adrian. I mean, to put you on the spot there.
Well, intuitively, I'm picking up it's not a good thing.
Well, it's maybe not a good thing because there's going to be a lot of people that might die in this process. The transition will be traumatic, but maybe not necessarily the final outcome will be beneficial to society.
But it is telling me that my guide is telling me that this is we're coming into that time now, and I feel like it doesn't sound good, doesn't feel good, but down the road, yeah, it's going to be a good thing.
yeah. So you are the same as I am, right? And I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But
what?
Definitely.
problem is, I mean, for me, problem is why they are so cruel. Why they need to be so cruel? And that's my question. Uh, do really they need to be so cruel? That's my question.
Well, who's they, Peter? Who are you referring to?
I don't know who runs all this crazy stuff. I don't
The New
know.
World Order cabal groups?
Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't know who
Maybe.
did that. I don't know who organized all of this crazy stuff. I don't know.
Maybe the elite.
Yeah, elite, some sort of, but I really don't know. I really don't know.
I'm getting it's those three beings, James. You know, those three reptilians.
Or are they Anunnakis?
I don't think they're Anunnaki, but they're like they're some type of three beings that are running it.
Are they Dracos or reptilians?
The reptilians.
And are these like associated with the Rothschild groups?
Yeah.
And so, what do you think? Now Peter's already said that these beings probably watch the show. Is that true, Peter? You think?
Yeah, I think that they will be not watching it. That they are hearing us right now.
So, if they're listening in, then
They are not very okay with that. I know. I can feel it.
yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
but
I can feel
certainly
them too.
I mean, won't there be a really bad outcome for them? Because obviously they're not going to be able to defeat a couple million super soldiers roaming about the streets. Excuse me.
Yeah, you are right.
Yeah. So what's going to happen to these beings? They're probably going to be rounded up for execution, most likely, for their
Yeah,
crimes.
most likely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, won't they try to escape? Don't they have spaceships to, take off?
That's the thing. I don't know what should be the you know, the real punishment for them, but they will be punished
Yeah, there's no
in
escape
some
then.
way. In
All
some
right.
way.
Okay. Oh, Adrian, do you have any information
Interesting.
about these three beings? Maybe telepathically, do they have a message they want to share with us?
I'm trying to connect, but I don't want them to. I have to, shield myself.
Oh, they might do something screwy with your head. And they get in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because the word I hear is caution. Use caution.
Oh. Maybe we can ask them to step down and
They're,
surrender.
they're on the move. That's what I get.
Well, can we ask them to surrender for a peaceful truce?
They don't want to reconcile with us. They don't want make agreements.
Well, for starters, I guess we don't really have the authority to give them any kind of leniency anyway.
Yeah.
But maybe Lincoln could, or
Yeah, that's the
Donovan.
thing. He has his own ways how to do the things, you know. Yeah.
I mean, maybe if they
And
at least made an
and
effort.
actually he's texting me actually that he's hearing to our show.
Who is?
Lincoln.
Oh, okay. Hi, Lincoln.
Hello, Lincoln.
Yeah.
It's crazy, you know, that he's hearing us, you know.
Was
And
I
it?
can sense it.
he don't wanna to talk about that because he was that's weird. The lips are sealed, and
Well,
the things which should happen will happen. Do
all
you
right.
know what that it means?
Mm-hmm. There's a
Okay.
Bing around here.
Yeah, and tell me what the heck is that about? Lips are sealed. The things they should happen, they will happen. What does it means?
I guess they probably have already tried negotiating, and they're beyond that right now.
Yeah.
This is like Lincoln wrote to me, texted me. Okay, that's weird.
We're gonna start seeing their ships coming through soon.
So they'll have like huge motherships show up in orbit,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and
yeah.
I can see them.
why don't they just teleport out off the planet? Why do they have to have a mothership come down and rescue them?
That's question. Once they have, and much better question once they have their ability to teleport such huge objects. You know.
Oh, so maybe they need
Wow.
these huge motherships showing up in the sky to intimidate us.
Yeah, maybe it's most probable. You know, like version.
But don't we have our own secret space fleet that could go after these motherships too?
I don't know because I don't. How can I say that? I don't know Lincoln's business. You know, it's his own business.
Yeah, now that's all dependent on the cooperation of the deep space fleet. I mean, those
Yeah,
folks, they don't. I don't think they even have much respect for humanity anyway, based on how they treat us when humans do service in their organization from planet
You
Earth.
need to
Anyway.
protect your ship too, James.
Oh, oh well, yeah, okay. Well, yeah.
You need. I don't know. I'm just picking that up.
I don't think Peter knows about this, but I did some remote viewing. Apparently, I had a ship at the bottom of the ocean that's been sitting there for a couple thousand years, buried in mud, and I was using some trying to interface with the vessel, as Peter would say, vessel. Vessel.
Yeah, vessel. I
Right.
like the word vessel.
So
Vessel.
okay.
Yeah, I like
All
the
right.
word.
Yeah. Well, I'd be happy to participate in that if they need help.
Okay.
Anything else, Adrian?
Um, well, right now I'm seeing a couple of beings that are coming off a ship. I don't know who they are, but um, they're trying to stop them, but they're moving too fast
Are these beings
through the
also
portals.
reptilians?
They don't look reptilian.
You would think there, certain groups of reptilians would go after these rebels, as I would call them, these
Yeah,
criminals.
they have sent some stormtroopers too.
Yeah. So who are these beings after these reptilians?
They look like the ones that you sent the picture with the, like they have that necklace, that tracking device.
I don't know. I sent so many pictures, Adrian. You have to be more specific.
Like the ones with the pyramid heads.
Oh, so they have Egyptian-looking clothing and they have a diamond-shaped head, a pyramid
Yeah.
head. Peter, are you familiar with those beings?
Yeah.
What are they called?
Uh, we call them uh, and that's crazy stuff. Rutrians, like Rutrians.
And so why are they getting involved? I mean, well, obviously to help. Are they? I mean, are they here to help?
Yeah,
All right,
but
and
they never involved until these days. I don't know. It's weird.
all
It
right.
is weird.
Well, anything else, Adrian?
I see them closing some portals.
And also, you want to mention about that stone they gave you?
Oh yeah, I got a stone I woke up with on my hand, and this stone um, grows when you put water on it, and when you meditate on it. Like it's programmable.
Yeah, I know. I am familiar with this kind of stones.
What are they
Mm-hmm.
called?
Octonites.
And what do they do? Do they have some special property other than the fact that they're growing?
Practically, you can do everything you want with them.
Oh wow, Adrian. Well, so maybe
Wow.
so he could take over the world. I'm just kidding.
It's about power. It's about power of mind.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Wow, James.
Well, you want to use your octonite to communicate with these beings?
I could try.
See if we can get these reptilians rounded up. The negative
I'm gonna
ones,
grab it.
anyway. Because I'm sure there are a lot of good reptilians out there. I think.
Yeah, something like that. It will be good idea, definitely.
Wow.
Okay, people, I need to go right now, you know,
All right. Thank you,
but we
Peter.
can make another talk. So till then, my friends, bye bye.
All right. So Peter just left. Now we got Adrian back with us, and he's going to talk a little bit more about the stone. So go ahead, Adrian.
No, anyways, this stone that I found, it's kind of a round black stone, and it's programmable. And I woke up. This was right after when I saw those bright lights in my window. I had this dream of these alien beings. I don't know who they were, but I don't think they were the Zetas. But I had a dream that they took me on their ship, and then I woke up, and then I found the stone on my hand, and it grows, and it's programmable, and you just put water on it, and ever since I've been working with it, it's been growing. And from what you were saying, James, you had a lady that was channeling for me, and she said you can actually put it in the ground in the soil, and it can actually help to grow plants and all that.
Yeah, interesting. So it sounds like it's a seed, then a rock.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Sort
All
of
right.
like a seed, yeah.
So Peter was saying that you can use this stone for manifestation, it appears. Maybe you can manifest a timeline for a peaceful transition.
I could do that, sure.
All right. Well, go ahead and so you want to, I don't know, maybe do a visualization for us?
All right. I'm going to hold my stone in my hand as I'm doing the visualization.
And tell us what you visualize happening in the future for a peaceful transition. I guess the audience, you can go ahead and close your eyes and visualize it if you need to do that, if it helps you. Okay, Pete.
It's creating like a spear of some type of shield that is growing, and it looks like something like a barrier that is creating to protect, basically protect the portals for these reptilians not to come in, like a spear of some sort.
All right. Anything else?
And it's like turning into some type of ship. I don't know what it is, like a black ship, round ship thing, kind of looking thing.
What, your stone?
Uh-huh.
And what happens then?
Kind of round. It just keeps growing and growing.
Is your stone growing right now?
The stone's not growing, but in my mind it's growing.
And what does the ship do?
It's rich. It puts like a protection shield, like a dome over it, from these wormholes or something. I don't know, like how they're able to get through these ships.
So essentially, these are the backup forces for these negative reptilians. We're gonna block them from providing backup support.
Right. Yeah.
And
It's also messing up their receivers too.
okay, so that's what they were kind of hoping would happen, that they would get help.
Mm-hmm.
And now we just stopped that.
Yep.
Okay, so now are they ready to negotiate, surrender?
Actually, they're retreating.
Where are they gonna go? They're stuck, right? They can't escape planet Earth.
Yeah, they're trying to. It's like they're hiding.
All right. Anything else?
Everything's just becoming invisible. I don't know why.
All right. Maybe the timelines are merging.
That could be, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Adrian, for sharing that with us. Anything else you want to mention?
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to mention anybody that would like to sign up for my Circles of Life database to kind of get some information. You can send me an email at 255@gmail.com.
Say that again.
I just set that up.
Say it again.
It's called the Circles of Life database.
Yeah, but what's your email?
It's pathfinder255@gmail.com.
Yeah, it's breaking up every time you say that. It's Pathfinder what?
255@gmail.com.
Okay, so there you have it. Pathfinder255@gmail.com.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you, Adrian, for sharing that with us. Also, if you'd like to learn more information, please visit supersoldiertalk.com. And normally, my voice is not this bad, so hopefully next time I'll be feeling a lot better. Also, be sure to visit neologicaltech.com to support the work that I do financially. And I guess also can keep taking the mint tea, and hopefully we can get the sessions with Peter opened up soon. See, now my voice is... Okay, so I think this is a good place to close. Goodbye, everybody. Please consider supporting Super Soldier Talk by purchasing your own Neo Meditation device. Your Neo Meditation device will help you reduce stress, integrate trauma, enhance intuition, enhance clairvoyance, and enhance creativity. Get yours now at www.neologicaltech.com.